are a Pandaran, born and raised on the mysterious Wandering Isle. While many of your fellow Pandaran prefer a tranquil life, the lure of adventure burns in your blood. Recently, the Wandering Isle has begun erratically weaving about the world's oceans. The air grows cold, and your island home is spiraling toward disaster. As one of the most promising of students at Master Shang's monastery, you may just be the salvation for your people. But first, you must complete your training.
My time is passing, but your time approaches swiftly.
The lesson of the iron bow. First, you will need a weapon suited to your talents. Retrieve a staff from one of the weapon racks below, bring it to me, and show me that you know how to equip it properly. Retrieve and equip a trainee's staff.
Where you pass, greatness follows.
A fine weapon. It should suit your needs well. Now let's put it to use. The lesson of the Sandy Fist. I'd like to observe you putting your new weapon to use, my young student. This will aid me in determining what degree of training will be best suited to your talents. We have many training targets in the training grounds below. Practice your attacks upon them, and return to me once you're feeling comfortable with your new weapon. Destroy 5 training targets.
Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses.
Not bad, Lucy Sears. You may indeed have chosen the proper path. Good. Let us continue. The lesson of stifled pride. Facing a living opponent is a very different thing from the stationary targets in the yard. Living opponents strike back. There is the very real fear of failure, and sometimes, even death. You must have the courage to overcome those fears. Challenge the other trainees within the temple or down the steps below, and defeat them. Defeat 6 Wajin trainees or Tushui trainees.
Our greatest trials yet lay before
Intriguing,
us.
my young pupil. Most of the other trainees have been here for quite some time, but you are able to match them even within this first hour. This speaks well of you, but there are yet other lessons I would see you learn. The lesson of the Burning Scroll. Every wisdom has a time and place, and times are changing for those of us living here on Shenzhen Su. For this lesson, I would ask two things of you. For the first, I hold a flame in my hand. Gather your wits, and when you think you are ready, attempt to snatch the flame. Should you succeed, I want you to then climb to the top of this temple and burn the Edict of Temperance that you find there. Snatch the flame from Master Shangshi's palm, then burn the Edict of Temperance.
It is good to see you,
The
my
fact that you were
student.
able to snatch the flame so easily is no small feat. The Edict of Temperance is a scroll of wisdom passed down from my elders. Wisdom from a more peaceful time. Every lesson has its time and place, and with darkness on the horizon, the time for this particular wisdom has passed. The burning of the scroll is an acceptance of tidings to come and a promise to action. Your hand carried the flame, and I suspect that it will continue to do so in the future. The Disciples Challenge. Lucy Sears, I see great strength and great courage in you, and an unsurpassed purity of soul. The hour is young, but I think you may be ready to face a greater challenge. Go to the bottom of the stairs, and cross the bridge. There, you will find Jaemin Ro, one of our eldest students. Challenge and defeat him in honorable combat, and this first phase of your training will be complete. Defeat Jaemin Ro.
My time is passing, but your time approaches swiftly.
You truly impress, Lucy Sears. It seems certain that the path of the monk is indeed the path for you. I saw of the Tushui. In such a short time, you've shown me that you have the potential to be a great monk. The training grounds are behind you, but now you must prove yourself by facing a far greater challenge, one that none of my students have accomplished. I want you to return Huo, the spirit of fire, to the Temple of Five Dawns. My two other most gifted students will help you in this task. The first is Isa Cloudzinger. Seek her out at the pool to the west. Speak to Merchant Lorvo by Foos Pond.
Hello.
I came to ask the famous Isa Cloudzinger for help, but I just can't bring myself to intrude on her exercises. She's so poised, so practiced, so beautiful.
Jade Serpent guide you.
You came for Isa? You really shouldn't interrupt her until she finishes her exercises. She doesn't speak to anyone until her routine is done. In the meantime, could you maybe help me? I had some bad luck with forest sprites.
There is no hurry.
Items of utmost importance. Amberleaf scamps swarmed my cart and stole most of the training supplies I was bringing up to the training grounds. They've always been troublemakers, but they've never been this aggressive before. I don't know what happened. Please, help me recover my supplies. Recover 6 training supplies from Amberleaf scamps. The missing driver. My driver went running off after the sprites just after they attacked. I don't think they'll really do him any harm, but I need him back to help me clean up the mess by the cart. He chased them off towards the cliffs to the north. If you head that direction, you should find him quickly.
Guide you.
Rescue the cart driver.
A challenge
Hello.
in compassion and humility. By helping Merchant Lorvo, it would seem you have passed. Master Shang would be pleased.
You needn't worry about hurting the sprites. They're really just living plants when it comes down to it. They'll respear out later. Thank you. You're an honorable monk. They've taught you well.
May the mists protect you.
You are too kind, monk.
Next one is on me.
Patience is the highest virtue.
The way of the Tushui. It's a pleasure to meet you, monk. I am Isa, of the Tushui. I've spent much time in thought since Master Shang told me we would be searching for Huo, the spirit of fire. I know where he resides, but not how to reach him. The answers are close, however. Come with me to the cave of meditation nearby. It is a place of great wisdom. I will meditate there, open my mind, and the path shall find us. Protect Isa while she meditates.
Keep those creatures at bay while I meditate. We'll soon have the answers we seek. And so our path lays before us. Speak to Master Shangzi. He will tell you what comes next.
Our greatest trials yet lay before
Your
us.
path is set before you. You will be the one to rekindle the spirit of fire and bring it to the safety of the temple. This will not be the only time you and Isa work together. She is strong and wise. You can trust in her. Ji of the Huajin. Another of my most talented students is awaiting you in Wusong village to the northwest. He is of a different mind than Isa, but in their differences, they bring balance to each other. Ji Firepaw will instruct you on gathering the offerings for the spirit of fire. Trust in his wisdom. Speak to Ji Firepaw in Wusong village.
Take that, monkey butt! The greatest virtue is the will to act.
Hello. You look poised and confident. I like that. I've heard some rather impressive whispers about you from the training grounds. If you're half as capable as they say, I think you and I are going to be good friends. The way of the Huajin. We call those vicious monkeys swinging into town Hosen. They keep to themselves normally, but they know something bad is coming, so they're here to steal our supplies. In situations like this, the clear answer is the only answer. These monkeys will leave when we force them to leave. To not defend our town and those we love would be the only true crime. Thus is the way of the Huajin. Kill 8 Feifeng attackers.
I'm with you.
You've got some fight in you. I think I like you.
Welcome.
Kindling the fire. Now that that's done with, let's get to it then. Uo, the spirit of fire, hungers for dry dogwood root kindling. It grows among the trees south of the village. It should be easy enough for you to gather some. Gather 5 dry dogwood roots. Fanning the flames. Strange thing about wind, it can be hard to wrap your hands around it. Best practice for me has been finding some sort of living wind. If it can punch you, you can punch it back, and it won't slip through your grasp. Head over to the Shrine of the Summer Breeze to the south and summon just such a living wind using this windstone. Best it, gather a fluttering breeze from it, and come back over this way so that we can figure out what's next. Retrieve a fluttering breeze.
The time to act is always now. It's good to see you.
I hope you're not shy about getting your hands dirty. Lucy Sears. You've returned, roots in hand. You're a down-to-business kind of gal, aren't you? I like that.
The time to act is
When
always
opportunity
now.
rises, it is our responsibility to reach out and grab it. Second guessing is as good as giving up. You know what it is to seize opportunity. I think you and I are kindred spirits, Lucy Sears.
It is good to
The
see
Spirit's
you,
Guardian.
my student.
You've done very well this far, my student. You have the materials you need to rekindle Huo, the spirit of fire. In the cave to the southwest he awaits, but he is guarded by Master Li Fei, the Pandaren elder you met in the cave of meditation. Go to Master Li Fei with the offerings. Prove yourself, then meet with Huo. Speak to Master Li Fei in the Shrine of Inner Light.
You are most welcome.
Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. There is a path before you, but you choose the trials you will face, and the trials you will overcome. The challenger's fires. You're strong of mind and strong of will, but you lack the skills to face me in combat. You must fight with your body, but in truth, it is your character that is being tested. Let us even the playing field. Take this torch, light it in the brazier next to me, and then use it to light the 3 unlit
May the
braziers
red
around the
crane
pool.
live forever
Light your unlit
in-
challenger's torch at the brazier of flickering flame, then use it to light the 3 braziers near Master Li Fei.
Tell me of your travels.
These fires will give you the strength that you've not yet obtained. They will illuminate your potential. Only the worthy shall pass. It is time for you to face me. With these 3 fires illuminating your potential, we will see with certainty whether your resolved soul is truly worthy of passing. Defeat
May you
Master Li
find
Fei in
mastery.
combat.
have the eyes of one who has traveled much.
Remember always, the superior warrior is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Huo, the spirit of fire. You are worthy of passing, monk. Huo, the spirit of fire rests in the chamber beyond. Let him feast upon the kindling you've gathered, and use the wind to fan his flames. Doing so should endear you to him. Once he is ignited, if he is willing, lead him to the Temple of Five Dawns, the building standing high in the center of the island.
Family,
Reignite Huo,
friends,
the spirit of fire. Through the glare, it looks like Huo is smiling. He seems to have warmed up to you. The passion of Shenzhen Su. Huo bounces around excitedly, ready to follow you. Master Shang Shi told you to bring Huo to meet him at the Temple of Five Dawns in the center of the island. Your next destination lies before you. Bring the spirit of fire to the Temple of Five Dawns.
Welcome, Hyo. The people have missed your warmth. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses.
Lucy Sears, you've done very well. Huo, the spirit of fire, is here. The temple flames are reignited. You accomplished the challenge I put before you, and with seeming ease. There is a greater purpose in bringing Huo to the temple. It is time that I tell you more of things to come.
You have conquered every challenge I put before you. You have found Hyo and brought him safely to the temple. There is a much larger problem we face now, my students. Shenzhen Su is in pain. If we do not act, the very land on which we stand could die, and all of us with it. We need to speak to Shenzhen Su and discover how to heal it. And to do that, we need the 4 elemental spirits returned. Hyo was the first. Ji, I would like you to go to the Dailo farmstead in search of Wu Gao, the spirit of Earth.
On it.
Asa, I want you to go to the singing pools to find Shu, the spirit of water. And you shall be the hand that guides us all. Speak with me for a moment before you join Asa at the singing pools to the east. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses.
The singing pools. It is crucial that we bring all of the 3 remaining spirits back safely. I am too old to do this myself, and for all their strengths, both Isa and G are single-minded in their ideals. You possess all the qualities of a hero, and a balance that they do not. It is you that must do this. Shu, the spirit of water, is somewhere in the singing pools to the east. Find Isa there and work with her to locate him. We are all depending on you. Speak to Isa Cloudsinger in the singing pools. Lu Lang, the first explorer. Every horizon is a treasure chest, every blank map a story waiting to be told. Lu Lang. The first Pandaren explorer, Lu Lang disembarked from the mainland on the back of the great turtle Shenzhen Su. His discoveries proved that the rest of the world had survived the Sundering. He would return to Pandaria every 5 years, gathering more wanderers and explorers with each visit, until his death at the age of 122. The turtle Shenzhen Su has not returned to Pandaria since.
Speak up.
Stronger than reeds. Gather me reeds from the nearby pools. Do not question why. Do, and then observe the results.
Enough of that.
Gather 8 hard tier wood reeds.
Buy something. White Tiger watch over you. Looking to buy? You will not find a better bargain. Until next time.
Discipline and practice lead us to our full potential.
It's good to see you again, Lucy Sears. This is the pool of the skunk, as I'm sure you noticed. Over the many ages of Shenzhen Su, animals have died in some of these magical pools. Through their deaths, their spirits were infused into the waters, and anyone touching those waters will take their form. There are several cursed pools here, some more dangerous than others. The lesson of dry fur. Through meditation, I intend to find a route to locating Shu. In the meantime, you would benefit from practice and discipline. Your first task is the task of all trainees entering the pools: cross the balance poles to the west and ring the bell without falling into the pool. Should you fall, the pool's curse will make it difficult to get on a pole again, so you will need to return to the edge of the pool to start over. Oh, and beware the cranes.
Hello, friend.
Cross the balance poles and ring the training bell. The lesson of the balanced rock. I require peace to perform my meditation. Practice your arts while I meditate on Shu's location. Other monks practice balance and combat upon the balance poles in the surrounding pools. Engage them and defeat them. Defeat 6 Tushui monks atop the balance poles.
Slow down.
Good. No number of reeds have ever withstood my might. Step back, and let me dispel your doubts.
Goodbye.
It's good to see you.
Shu is precious to us. We need to find him, but he has the tendencies of a young child, so we must not scare him in our approach. I will meditate on where he might be, and how best to reach out to him. Be patient, my friend.
In time, all answers become clear.
Even now, your skills increase. Your footing becomes more sure. Your blows strike with more force. Discipline and practice are the keys to reaching our full potential. Finding an old friend. It seems Shu, the spirit of water, had a play companion when he came to the pools throughout the years. An old Pandaren we know as Old Man Liang. Liang moved away from the main town and stopped practicing in the pools some time ago. I am told he lives in a small house northeast of here, up the hill. Liang may know what has driven Shu away, and where the spirit might be found. Go to Liang. Ask of Shu. Speak to old man Liang at Liang's retreat in the singing pools.
What wisdom do you seek?
Visitors are rare up here, but you are welcome. It is nice to meet you, young monk.
Slow down. Life is
Age
to
has
be
caught up with me, it
savored.
seems. I cannot move as I once could, and so I've little left to offer my once friend. The Sun Pearl. Shu, the spirit of water, is eternally young, as are all the spirits of Shenzhen Su. I have been friends with Shu all of my life, but I no longer have it within me to play with him. I am old, and lack the energy. For all his complexities, Shu is simple to please, he desires friendship. When I return to play with Shu each season, I would always bring a sun pearl as a gift, and then we would play together. You can find a sun pearl in the pools to the southeast. Perhaps you can be his new friend. Retrieve the sun pearl. The sting of learning. There are dangers in the pools. The latest and most vicious are the water pincers. A time has come for their numbers to be diminished, and I am no longer up to the task. If you could clear out some of the water pincers, I would be very appreciative. Beware their numbers, sometimes it's best to lure them from the pool side rather than wading all the way
May the
in.
red crane
Kill 6
live
water
for-
pincers.
Tell me of your travels.
The decision to not return to the pools was a hard one. I don't think Shu ever truly understood. He does not know what it is to get older and weaker. Shu's desires are not so different from our own. He does not want to be alone, unwanted, unloved. He longs to be needed, and to share his life with others. Knowing that, earning his trust is not terribly difficult. He just wants company.
May you find mastery.
The
in
water
your
pincers are
passions.
strange creatures. They seem to be drawn to still water. Shu, the spirit of water. Shu, the spirit of water, is sulking in the deep pool to the north. Cross the rocks and then drop the sun pearl in the center of the pool.
Slow down.
He will know what this means. Coax Shu, the spirit of water, into a game. It looks like you have his attention, Lucy Sears. I think he likes you. A new friend. He wants you to play with him. Go for it. Water walk into 5 of Shu's water spouts.
I have to admit, that looked pretty fun. And it looks to me like you made a new friend. Patience is the highest
I have to
virtue.
admit, that looked pretty fun from my angle. And you seem to have made a new friend. The source of our livelihood. We have done as Master Shang asked of us. I will return to the temple to inform the master of our progress. You should continue south on the road to the farmlands to seek out Liu Jiao, the spirit of earth. Ji awaits you at the Dai Lo farmstead, and he'll surely need your help. I must warn you, Ji can be reckless in his directness. Remember well the things I have taught you, discipline and patience. Speak to Ji at the Dai Lo farmstead. A cart is waiting near the road to take you there.
It's good to see you.
Lucy Sears. I wondered when I would see you again. Well, the plus side is that finding Liu Jiao, the spirit of earth, was easy enough. Waking him, not so much. I think he's going to wake quite sore from all
This
the
is
pushing and hitting
ridiculous.
I've done trying to rouse him. Rascals. I'll keep trying to find ways to wake this stubborn little guy up, but there is no shortage of trouble on the island it seems. The crops to the south are infested with vermin, rabbit-like thieves, and pillagers. Rascals. They breed faster than we can kill them. I have the perfect solution for
You
such a
sleep like a
situation,
rock.
kill them faster. With you here, Lucy Sears, that shouldn't be a problem. Kill 10 vermin.
Welcome.
Still good. The vermin to the south have been running off with all of our crops, but they're taking more than they can eat. They must be stockpiling them somewhere, the ones they like anyway. Will you go out and recover any of the uprooted crops you can find? I've got an island's worth of people to feed, and every single vegetable makes a difference.
Jade
Recover
Serpent,
3 uprooted
guide.
turnips, 3 stolen carrots, and 3 pilfered pumpkins.
Hello.
Ever since Wu Jiao, the spirit of earth, fell asleep, the dirt is drying out and it's getting harder and harder to get new seeds to sprout. We need to hold on to any food we can, or the island will have hard times ahead. Some of these have mouth-sized chunks bitten out of them. Ah well, we can still make use. Thank you for your help, friend.
May the mists protect you.
Welcome!
Lucy Sears, that's the way to do it. You show up, and problems start getting solved. That's just one of many reasons why I like you. Missing mallet. Lucy Sears, I've got it.
I will break you!
It's simple really.
Rock man.
Let's make a ruckus so loud that there's no way he can sleep through it. Why look at that, a conveniently placed gong. Makes me think this may just be how they've awoken him in the past. We just need the matching mallet to get it ringing as loud as possible. The village leader tells me the mallet is over at the Kihan Brewery on the river, to the southwest. It's not far. Mind picking it up for me while I give the village some fair warning? Recover the Dilo recess mallet at the Kihan Brewery. Stronger than wood. Gather me wood planks from construction near the Kihan Brewery. You do not yet know the extent of my strength, so I shall display it to you.
Enough
Gather
of that.
12 discarded wood planks.
What do you need?
Good. My head, it is harder than the densest wood. Step back, and let me dispel your doubts.
Until next time.
I'm with you.
Well, they're as warned as they're going to get. Do you have the mallet? Ha, Lucy Sears. Now that's a mallet if I've ever seen one. Let's make some noise. Raucous rousing. You ready for this, Lucy Sears? I'm thinking maybe we should have looked for something to cover our ears, but it's a bit late for that now. Just remember that the intense ringing you'll be hearing for the next few hours is the ringing sound of victory. The honor's all yours, Lucy Sears. Ring the gong whenever you're ready. Ring the gong.
The greatest virtue is the will to act. It's good to see you.
Huh, well, that's definitely the ringing I expected, but I was hoping for a bit more from Wu Jiao. This guy's a deep sleeper, that's for sure. It's alright, Lucy Sears. I've got another idea, and there's not much preparation needed at all, just how I like it. Not in the face. Alright, Lucy Sears, I was thinking about what we'd try next if the whole gong thing didn't work, and it came to me just like that. Water in the face always worked on me. It's got to be twice as effective for someone so dry and earthy. Mind going over and asking Shu, the spirit of water, if he'll help us out? He should be playing in the pool next to the waterfall, just on the other side of that tree. Request Shu's help in waking Wu Jiao, the spirit of earth.
Welcome.
Yeah. Lucy Sears, we make quite a team. Persistence over planning, I always say. The spirit and body of Shenzhen Su. Well, that wraps it up here, doesn't it, Lucy Sears? Now that we've got these two roused and all friendly towards you, we just need to get them back to the Temple of Five Dawns. You go ahead. I'm going to say my goodbyes, then I'll follow you up shortly. Bring Shu and Wu Jiao, the spirits of water and earth, to the Temple of Five Dawns. A cart is waiting near the road to take you there.
I have traveled far to assemble these goods. Keep the peace.
Our greatest trials yet lay before us.
You have done well, young student. 3 of the 4 spirits have been returned to the temple. We are closer to the answers we seek.
You've returned with the spirits of water and earth. You make an old master proud. Wu Gao and Shu are welcome here. We will care for them well. The only remaining spirit is Da Feng, who hides somewhere across the dawning span to the west. I can carry you to the top of the temple. Ji awaits you there to lead the way. Where you pass, greatness follows.
Morning Breeze Village. The 4th and final spirit is Da Fen, the spirit of air. When he is not in the skies, he can be found on the ridge of Laughing Winds to the west. I've sent both Isa and Ji to help you find him. When you are ready, I will summon winds to carry you to the top of the temple. From there, cross the bridges to the west and find Ji in Morning Breeze Village. Meet with Ji Firepaw in Morning Breeze Village.
Hey! This way to Morning Breeze Village. The time to act is always now.
The amount of time Isa spends practicing seems excessive, but you can't deny the results. Her form is beautiful. Lucy Sears, give me a hug. Our parting was not so long this time, I quite prefer it that way. You've been working with Isa, have you not? Our disciplines have always kept us apart, so I know little of her. Watching her perform her exercises now, I must confess that she possesses a grace and discipline that is strangely alluring. There are more pressing thoughts though, aren't there? Lucy Sears, let's take care of this monkey problem while we search for Dei Fen. Rewritten Wisdoms. Lucy Sears, we must help Elder Sheape. There are few more deserving of our kindness. On the way here, you surely noticed the scrolls of wisdom hanging in the grotto to the south. The Hosen have defiled many of them, and sadly, they are not recoverable. We will deal with the problem directly, burn the defiled scrolls. Wipe the Hosen writings away entirely. Do not worry for Elder Sheape. The people shall come together and help him rewrite the wisdoms in time. I shall see to that. Burn 5 defaced scroll of wisdom. Stronger than stone. Gather me stone blocks from the ridge of laughing winds to the south. You have seen my strength twice, yet I still spy doubt within your eyes. It will not last.
White Tiger watch
Gather
over
12
you.
abandoned stone blocks.
You have the eyes of one who has traveled much.
Tools of the enemy. The Hosen have stolen our brushes and are painting over our scrolls of wisdom with their own wisdoms, if you can call them that. If you're here to help, stop them and bring our brushes back before they can do more harm.
Family.
Retrieve 8
friends,
paint-soaked brushes.
You are most welcome.
I do not wish to disparage the Hosen for their aspirations, each race must walk its own path. In this moment, however, they are bringing harm to our bodies and our culture. That is a line that cannot be crossed. I am very thankful, young one. I will soon begin the slow task of documenting all of our wisdoms again, so that the scrolls can be hung for the benefit of all to come.
May you find mastery in your passion.
What do you need?
The strength of the body cannot exist without the strength of the mind. Good. My head, it is harder than the strongest stone. Step back, and let me dispel your doubts.
Goodbye.
The greatest virtue is the will to act.
You're a good woman, Lucy Sears. You have proven that again and again, and I am glad to stand beside you.
I'm with you.
The direct solution. All right, Lucy Sears, this is the second time we've had to deal with ravaging Hosen. I think it's time we take care of this problem the Huajin way. No more patience. No more mediation. We go to the source. We're going into the Hosen village to the north and we're punishing those smelly troublemakers. I've been looking forward to a chance to fight by your side again, Lucy Sears. Kill 20 Hosen in Feifeng village. Do no evil. Lucy Sears, I need you to understand that the way of the Huajin is not the way of violence. When fighting is needed, we will not hesitate, but when fighting is not needed, neither do we instigate. However, the direct solution is often cutting the head off the snake, as they say. The Hosen have a leader instigating these attacks. If we remove Rook, we won't have to wipe the Hosen out entirely. I know you are not of the Huajin, but are you with me in what must be done, Lucy Sears? Kill Rook, the Feifeng chief. Monkey advisory warning. The monkeys have been stealing from the village during their attacks. We should be fine without some of the extra food stores, but the idea of monkeys with fireworks. I'm a little bit concerned. Not to mention, who knows when some fireworks will come in handy. Help me recover the stolen fireworks from their village, Lucy Sears. Recover 8 stolen firework bundles.
Let's tackle this one together.
Stronger than bone. This giant jade tiger pillar doesn't seem to fit in amidst the Hosen buildings. What it does seem is very hard. Very solid. You know just the person to bring this to. Bring the jade tiger pillar to Jojo Ironbrow in Morning Breeze village.
Let's do this, monkey face. That all you've got? This monkey's about to get slapped. And he's down for the count. Ha! Good going. Way to go. You are a natural at this. The time to act is always now.
Invigorating. A good fight always makes me feel better.
The greatest virtue is the will to
Lucy
act.
Sears, I think you've got a bit of Wajin in you. Stick with me and I'll bring you around, I think.
Welcome.
I'm somewhat impressed they hadn't set their village on fire with these things. Lucy Sears, I'm thinking we should celebrate with these later. What do you think? Balanced perspective. Isa has been meditating on the lake since we've arrived, all her thoughts focused on Dei Fen. I don't know what she hopes to discover out there, but she's no fool, and Master Shang Shi has entrusted this task with her. You will need to cross the ropes leading from the end of the dock to reach her. It shall test your balance, but I think you're up to the task, Lucy Sears. Cross the ropes and speak to Isa Cloudsinger on Morning Breeze Lake.
Speak up.
Good. A true challenge. Let us put this pillar to the test.
White Tiger watch over you.
It's good to see you.
I'm impressed. Most students that are even capable of reaching this spot do so soaking wet. Dei Fen, the spirit of air. If you listen long enough, the wind will carry the answer to you. Dei Fen, the spirit of air, has been scared from the skies by Zhao Ren, the onyx serpent. He hides within the Chamber of Whispers, at the south side of the plateau. Go to him. Ji and I will join you there. Speak to Dei Fen, the spirit of air, in the Chamber of Whispers.
Wait. We need to wait for the winds to settle, then make a break for the cover of the far hallway. Wait for another opening. I'll meet you on the far side. Dafeng, what's wrong? Why are you hiding back here?
Dafeng looks frightened as you approach, but settles a bit at the sound of your voice.
In time, all answers become clear.
Battle for the skies. Dafeng, the spirit of air, is terrified by Zhaoran, the onyx serpent. We must help him face that fear, or face it for him ourselves. When I told Ji of the serpent, he said he had an idea and would begin preparations outside of the chamber. Despite his rash nature, I must admit, I envy his passion and conviction. Let us go outside and confront the onyx serpent. Defeat Zhaoran, the onyx serpent, with the aid of Ji's fireworks.
That's the way to do it. You have done it! Now quickly, let's attack it while it is grounded.
It is good to see you, my student.
You have helped Dafeng, the spirit of air, find his courage. The final spirit has been restored. Worthy of passing. The 4 elemental spirits will help you speak with the land and uncover its plight, but first, I have one small task to ask of you. Join me, my pupil. Accompany this old Pandaren to the Western Grove. Defeat the Guardian of the Elders.
We have one final journey to take together before your training is complete. Beyond the Elder's Path lies the Wood of Staves, a sacred place that only the worthy may enter. Of the many ways to prove your worth, I require the simplest of you now. I must know that you will fight for our people. I must know that you can keep them safe. Defeat the Guardian of the Elders, and we may pass. Strong indeed, child. This is good. You will need that strength soon. And here we are. Help me with a couple of small tasks while I prepare, if you would. My time is passing, but your time approaches swiftly.
I do not have the strength of body or will that I once did. I'm glad there are noble Pandaren like you to fight on for our people. You've come far, Lucy Sears.
It is good to see you, my student.
Things that are done, it is needless to speak about. Things that are past, it is needless to blame. Unwelcome nature. You faced forest sprites in the Dawning Valley, but the forest sprites in this grove are a different breed. Crueler and more dangerous. If you would clear some of these sprites out, the spirits would thank you. Kill 8 thornbranch scamps. Small, but significant. I am tired, Lucy Sears. I must rest. We have a ritual to perform, but we require some of the charms from this grove. If you wander the grove, you should see them all overhanging from the trees. If it does not offend one as young as you, will you permit me to sit and recover my strength while you gather these charms? Retrieve 8 Kunpai ritual charms.
Where you pass, greatness follows.
The spirits thank you, monk.
Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses.
Rest feels good. The burdens of life have become a great weight after so many years. You come through, as you always have. You are truly one of my greatest students. I think you will be something the likes of which the world has never seen. Passing wisdom. This journey shall soon be yours to undertake without me. Stay for a few moments and listen to an old man's words. Let my knowledge serve as a foundation for yours, that you might be greater than I ever was. Listen to Master
A great
Shanxi.
3,000 years we have passed the knowledge of our people down. Elder to youth, master to student. Every elder reaches the day when he must pass on and plant his stave with the staves of his ancestors. Today is the day when my staff joins these woods. Our people have lived the whole of their lives on this great turtle, Shenzin Su. But not in hundreds of years has anyone spoken to him. Now Shenzin Su is ill, and we are all in danger. With the help of the elements, you will break the silence. You will speak to him. Asa and Ji have retrieved the spirits and brought them here. You are to go with them. Speak to the great Shenzin Su and do what must be done to save our people. You've come far, my young student. I see within you a great hero. I leave the fate of this land to you.
Bye now.
We are ready to go whenever you are.
Or if you
Hello,
want
friend.
to wander the woods a while, Asa and I can hang out here. You know, just the two of
Do
us.
not listen to him. We've got work to do. Discipline and practice lead us to
I
our
know,
full
Lucy
potential.
Sears. I know. Such is the way of things. The suffering of Shenzhen Su. Now is not the time to grieve. The balloon is ready, and Shenzhen Su awaits. We shall be the first Pandaren to speak to Shenzhen Su in hundreds of years. It is a great honor. Board the
Hop
hot air
in.
balloon and speak to Shenzhen Su.
Where's Master Shang?
Gee, they were in the Wood of Staves. You know where Master Sheng is now.
Let a Pandaran hope, would you? I'm going to miss the old man.
Gee, be respectful when we speak to Shenzhen Su.
When am I not respectful? You hurt me, Asa.
I might, if you embarrass us. Shenzhen Su, We are the descendants of Lu Lang. We've sensed your pain, and we want to help. What ails you, Shenzhen Su? What can we do?
I am in pain, but it warms my heart that Liu Lang's grandchildren have not forgotten me. There is a thorn in my side. I cannot remove it. The pain is unbearable. And I can no longer swim straight. Please, grandchildren, can you remove this thorn? I cannot do so on my own.
Of course, Shenzhen Su. But your shell is large, and I do not know where this thorn could be.
It is in the forest, where your feet do not walk. Continue along the mountains, and you will find it.
We will find it, and we will remove it. You have our word.
Thank you, grandchildren.
A thorn? I left my tweezers at home. How could such a thing cause pain to something so large?
We will know soon enough.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is that a boat?
It is a boat. A whole airship. That's a bigger thorn than I was expecting.
Those aren't Pandaren down there. They've got no fur.
Someone has crashed into our island. Removing this thorn may be more complicated than we thought. We should let Elder Xiaopai know, and then plan our next move.
What wisdom do you seek?
You have undergone a great honor, monk. Have you come back wiser for it? Bidden to greatness. It is up to all of you to remove the thorn from the side of Shenzhen Su. Do not let your differences come between you. Trust in each other. Within the Peiwu forest is a lone hermit. Head directly to his hut. He knows intimately of the dark things that now lurk in the trees.
Slow
Open
down.
the gates to Peiwu forest.
Life is to be...
All right, let's go. The gate is jammed.
Let me try. Did they prop this door up against a boulder? Oh, it won't budge. Well done, Jojo.
Wei, are these friends of yours?
Never met them before in my life. Pandaren don't really come in any bad flavors, though.
Korga Strongmane, once prisoner of the Alliance, now a free and woefully unarmed Tauren. Good to meet you, Pandaren.
The Alliance? If the crashed ship is theirs, we need to contact them. Jojo, would you come with me?
We need to dislodge that ship, Korga. If we help your crewmates, can you help us?
Gladly, my new friend. Our engineer is still in the wilds, though. We will need to rescue him first.
Well, we've got a master person finder here. We're on it.
Evil is rising from the seas and filling the forest. It's not just tigers anymore, something far more sinister lurks in the shadows, waiting to take any Pandaren unwise enough to stray out alone. You are not safe here. Preying on the predators. The forest has become far more dangerous ever since Shenzhen Su began shaking. The tigers are agitated and have begun attacking the refugees, and on occasion, me as well. If these injured and weak survivors are to make it to safety here at the hut, we need to help clear the forest for them. Kill 9 Peiwu tigers.
The Horde stands by you.
Stalking stalks. My men are malnourished, injured, and exhausted, but they are Horde. Everyone will fight to their dying breath. As our new ally, we will stand by you when the time comes, but we would stand stronger with weapons. I have my men out gathering bamboo stalks to fashion into spears. If you can spare the effort, we could use the extra pair of capable hands.
Well met.
Gather 10
Pandaren.
broken bamboo stalks.
strength and honor.
These are excellent. We'll have them crafted into weapons in no time.
Well met, Pandaria.
These survivors are in your debt, monk.
The Horde stands by you.
Wrecking the wreck. To dislodge the Alliance ship, we need to find our engineer. He parted ways with us when we were escaping the wreckage. You should be able to find him somewhere in the western forest. Tell him Korga sent you and he'll get in line to help. Speak to Makale Bay in the Peiwu forest.
Let's go find this engineer.
What's up?
Korga sent you, well, I wouldn't mind doing a number on that ship for my own reasons anyway, but it's going to take some work. Give me a moment to think. Handle with care. We can help you get your ship free, but we'll need more of the explosives we were trying to take back from the Alliance to make it happen. I ordered the men to grab all the explosives they could before making our escape. If you sift through the wreckage and bodies to our south, there should be some explosive bundles among them, those that didn't already blow up anyway. Get me enough of them and I think I can put something together for Yak.
Keep it real.
Recover 6 packed explosive charges.
I'm with you.
Evil from the seas. I do not know what this evil is that is infesting the forest, Lucy Sears, but I know exactly how to deal with it. So do you, I think. Kill 8 darkened horrors or darkened terrors.
It's good to see you.
Time is money, friend.
You're in one piece. That's a good sign. Did you get your hands on what I asked for? More than enough. I've got the main control panel constructed. We should be ready very soon.
Be good.
Welcome.
Urgent news. I'm sure Isa won't love this plan, but it's the only plan we've got. Would you mind being the bearer of bad news for me, Lucy Sears? She needs to know what we're doing so she can get everyone to safety. Speak to Deloro Lionheart at the wreck of the Sky Seeker.
You are welcome among us, Pandaran.
Your friend is out fighting to save my crew. Fiercely, I might add. I'm afraid your message may have to wait.
I like a friendly face.
You are our first turn of good fortune in several days. We're glad to have the help. None left behind. Your friend has been doing everything she can to save my crew. I'm deeply appreciative. We're still dealing with more than we can handle here, quenching the fires on the wreckage, getting my people out, fighting off these evil sea creatures, and trying to prevent the prisoners from escaping. We're simply in over our heads. I still have men on the ship that we need to get clear before the wreckage collapses on them. I know this is asking a lot, but can you help? Rescue 3 injured sailors. Medical supplies. We need supplies to tend to our wounded, but the supply crates containing them were scattered in the crash. If you can bring back any crates you find, I would be very grateful.
You have our favor,
Recover 8
Pandaran.
crates of medical supplies.
Slow down.
From bad to worse. After their ship crashed, evil creatures swept up from the sea to pick through the wreckage. Our aid may seem but a drop in the pond at the thought of the misfortune they've faced today. Defeat their tormentors. These people desperately need our help.
Goodbye.
Defeat 8 deep-scale tormentors.
I like a friendly face.
I have no idea who you people are, but fate surely smiled on us this day. Many more would be dead if not for the help of you and your friends. I am in your debt.
You are welcome among us, Pandaran. You have our favor, Pandaran.
These will do perfectly. I'll get my medics to work immediately.
I like a
Thank
friendly
you.
face.
You are a fear to behold upon the battlefield. An ancient evil. Lucy Sears, I was looking for you. One of the escaping sailors just spotted Isa in the wreckage of the ship, facing some enormous beast. She might need your help, you should go to her, quickly. Defeat the Vordruka, the deep-sea nightmare.
Enough of that.
Thank Shenzhen Su that you are here. I could use your help. Get clear when it raises its weapon. It's even stronger than... It is calling allies. I'll keep him busy while you handle them. They're wearing him down. Keep it up. It's good that you came. In time, all answers become clear.
Isa is clearly exhausted from the fight. Your skills in battle are unquestionable, monk. Isa catches her breath for a moment. Did you save the escaped prisoners? Where is G? Is he okay? Risking it all. Wait, what? How could he be so reckless? Blowing the ship free is insane. They could kill Shenzhen Su, and all of us with it? I know we don't have much time, but we need to think of another way. Remove the thorn from Shenzhen Su.
We may kill Shenzhen Su if we let him go through with this. Come with me, quickly. Gee, stop! This is reckless and stupid!
Asa, this is our only option. We blow the ship free, then we heal his wound. We have no other solution.
If you stop this, then maybe we can come up with one.
So we just wait until we think of something? Shenzhen Su is dying. Doing nothing risks everything.
Doing this risks everything.
I'd rather die knowing that at least we tried.
Gee, if this is what you must do, I will not stop you. But we could lose everything. I hope you are right.
Asa.
He is dying.
His wounds can be healed.
I hope you can forgive yourself. for what you have done to him.
I'm with you.
The first step is done, but now we must save Shenzin Su. The healing of Shenzin Su. This is more horrific than I imagined, but we can handle this. We need to gather the healers and close the wound. We need to save Shenzin Su. Find any healers you can. Rescue them, relieve them, whatever you need to do to get them over here healing the wound. Keep the healers safe at all costs. Rescue and defend healers until Shenzin Su's wound is healed.
Find the healers and get them free of the fight. We need them here at the wound. It's good to see you.
You are a sight to see when under pressure, Lucy Sears. We wouldn't have stood a chance without you. I think it's working. The flow of blood is slowing. I knew it would work.
It's working. The wound is closing. We risked everything, but we did it. Shenzin Su will be okay.
The time to act is always now.
New allies. Lucy Sears, I did what had to be done. And the plan worked. Things could have been much worse had we not acted. I only wish Isa could understand that. There will be plenty of time for reflection, but for now, we need to return to the Temple of Five Dawns. We need to let them know that Shenzin Su has been saved, and we need to sort out the fates of these new allies. Return to the Temple of Five Dawns. A cart is waiting near the wreck of the Sky Seeker to take you there.
I bear your presence only as a kindness to our new allies. Do not push me, human.
Stand down, Torin, before I put you back in chains.
My time is passing, but your time approaches swiftly.
It is good to see you again, Lucy Sears. You've done all that I've asked of you and more. You have saved Shenzhen Su. You make an old master proud. A new fate. These new allies have shed light on a great and important truth. It is not just Shenzhen Su that is ailing, but all of the land beyond the clouds. The world needs healing, and I think that you should be the ones to heal it. I would like you, Ji, and Isa to leave and bring your strength and wisdom to the world. These alliance and horde have different ideals, but at the core of both lies noble intent. I will leave the choice of who you wish to accompany to you. Speak to the spirit of Master Shang-Chi, and choose whether you leave with the alliance or the horde.
You all accomplished a great thing in saving Shenzhen Su. You do us all proud. It seems your journeys are not done. These new allies of ours come from a broken world that could use our help.
Master Shang-Zi, I would like to accompany the Alliance back to their home.
What of you, Ji? Will you join the Horde in their journey back?
Yes. Perhaps that is for the best. I like what I've seen of them, and it sounds as though their world could use my help.
And you, my young student, where will you go? It is good to see you, my student.
It's good to see you.
And so it is done. Here we are, in our new home.
Discipline and practice lead
Joining
us
the
to our
Alliance.
full potential.
We have a duty, Lucy Sears. It is our responsibility to spread the Tushui philosophy beyond the edges of the Wandering Isle, and there is no better place to start doing that than here, Stormwind City, heart of the Alliance. Let's find out who their leader is. We need allies. Speak with King Anjuan Rin at Stormwind Keep.
Let's get going. If we are going to be of any use out here, we are going to need allies.
Stormwind honors your service to the Alliance.
Pandaria. I had heard murmurings that you had entered our city. I understand the strength it must have taken to leave your homeland, and I know you didn't have to choose Stormwind as your destination. You, and the rest of your people, are welcome among our ranks. Welcome to the Alliance.
Be vigilant.